it still never failed to put a smile on my face. You just love to look at it, you love to drive it. That's what cars do, you know? That's what happens when you have a passion for cars. Hello, I'm Dela Cruz. I drive a 1989 Mercedes-Benz 230 and this is the car that saved me. I was brought into cars pretty early in my age, especially Mercedes. My father was an avid collector of the cars. He still has his 6.3 with him, a 300 SEL that he's been working on for 15 years now. And, you know, I grew up with the car. And when I turned 20, he felt like it was time for me to get more involved in the scene or the restoration, the process, you know. We picked up a 1989 230C from his friend. It was in really terrible condition. Now, the interior wood was warped, the seats were so dirty. Though the steering wheel, it was a Lorenzer steering wheel, but I really hated it. I didn't really like it. And it was my first car, which made me fall even more in love with it. You know, it's a two-door Mercedes. What more can you ask for these days? When we got the car, yeah, it was in bad shape. But so was I, actually. Back in 2018, something really bad happened to our family, you know. And it just tore everyone apart. It made me gain weight. I was insecure about myself and a lot of the things that are negative, actually. When I got Wolfie, I call him Wolfie. It's my Benz. When we got Wolfie, it just changed everything, you know? As I was restoring the car, I realized that, hey, you know what? This guy relates to me. This old, busted out piece of metal relates a lot because it kind of correlates with how I was, you know? As the restoration was happening, I noticed that my life was starting to get back together. I was starting to do well in school. You know, I was losing weight. I used to be about 267 pounds, 270, and I lost 70 of that, so I'm down to 100. I took up boxing because it was like my groove to lose weight, to further better myself. And my mindset for that actually was, I can't drive a Mercedes and look pretty overweight, right? I mean, like, no offense to other people, but I want to look good with a car that looks good. As my life was progressing, the car was progressing with me. It's an amazing machine, and it's an amazing feeling that this can do something to a person. That a car can do that to a person, like enhance them emotionally, physically, and it's really on you to use it as motivation to do better with it. You know, my experience so far with the car it's just been always surreal. You know, I'm sure it's not every day that, you know, someone my age gets to drive a car like this, a car with so much history. Developed by Bruno Sacco, one of the greatest Italian designers ever. The engine of my Benz is running a 2.3 inline-4, which actually pulls pretty well. It's basically a grand touring car. I modified it a bit, just exterior-wise and some interior bits, just to make it look a bit more sporty. In the sense that, you know, I feel like when I'm driving it, I feel like a businessman. I feel like someone who's accomplished something. I feel like I could take the world on by storm. It really depends on the situation. As much as I love Wolfie, when I know he's done what he could for me and it's someone else's turn to do it, I wouldn't mind. I'm sure other car guys feel the same way as me. It's been with me through the times that I needed it to be there. I'm pretty set in saying that this is an amazing car.
Albert's house is super close to here. You can park your car where his wall is. Oh. And we can have you sit in front of your car.
Oh, really? Then I would be the one asking you something.
Sure.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go straight
past MOA and then left, then around and back this way, then back to Makati. Same route.
After you.